Welcome back. In today's session, we'll see what you mean by baud rate. It is the rate at which the data will be transferred in a serial mode, and the unit of data transmission is BPS. We call it as a baud rate. Okay, the data transfer rate of a computer depends on the ports. The ports can be of IBM make between 100 to 9600 BPS. For Pentium based data rate as high as 56 BPS. For asynchronous serial data communication, the baud rate is limited to 100 kbps. That is, the rate of transmission from the system, it will be depends on the ports. We call it as a port. Okay. There is a RX232 standard. It is an interfacing standard. Was given by electronic industry in the year 1960. And the standard was set long before the advent of TTL logic family. Okay, there is a transistor logic family in which RS232 one is represented by -3 to -25 volt. Okay, because as we all know, the bits, okay, there is a 1 or 0, okay, in which 1 will be having voltage -3 to -25, 0 bit with the value +3 to +25 volt, and making -3 to +3 will be undefined. Okay, that is a active low signals will be received from the RS232 standard. Okay, look at this. RS232, it's a port. As we have seen to the most of your PC, okay, it is a connector. Okay, I hope this type of shape you might have seen. Okay, it consists of 25 pin D cell. We call this as a D because the shape looks like the D, okay, and the numbering will be given at the each pin from 1 to 13 at their first row, in the second row 14 to 25. Each point will signifies a certain operation. Okay, the operation, few operations that are important for the communication. Okay, the first protective ground, second one transmitted TXD bit, RXD bit, third bit, fourth one request to send RTS, fifth one clear to send, sixth one data set ready, and seventh is a signal ground, and the eighth one data carrier detect, DCD. Okay, the next one I'll go with the 20th bit, the 20th pin of this one, data terminal ready, DTR, and 22 is a ring indicator. These are the basic signal operation. We will see, okay, how the operations will be performed and what are the significance of these bits. Okay, since it has been came up from 25 pin D cell, now not most of the pins are used from the previous one, since IBM has introduced 9 pin DB port. Okay, that is the same significant operations what we have discussed out of this. Okay, out of this will be considered and given in 9 pin D cell. Okay, I hope you can see there's a 9 operations will be given. I listed it from the previous one. The same, the operations will be there. We'll see. Okay. Okay. I hope in the most of your laptop or in your computer, this type of connection is available through which you are connecting. Okay. Now let us see. Okay. The classification. There is a data communication classification is given in DTE and DCE. Okay, that is a DTE stands for data terminal equipment, DCE data communication equipment. Okay, in the DTE it refers to terminal and computers that send and receive data. the job of DTE to send and receive the data through the pin. Okay, there is an equipment, what you call equipment. Okay, let us take the computer, it can able to transmit or it can able to receive. It is an equipment. DC means it is a device, okay, such as it will transfer from one mode to another mode. If I say one mode, it will convert from analog to digital, digital to analog. Okay, since we call it as a modem. Okay, the simplex connection between your PC and the microcontroller requires three pins. There is a three operations: transmission, reception, and the ground. Okay, as you can see with a block. Okay, if you consider at the left side, it becomes a transmitter, and the right side will become a receiver. Means the communication is going from left to right. Similarly, if the right to left, the terminal at the right will become as a transmitter, at the left side will become a receiver. Just for you to convince, I told with the left to right. Means the two devices can able to transmit and receive. Okay, how they can able to do? TXT, transmit. Receiver, RXT, means this way. This way it will receive. Okay, during this one, the data will be transmitted and received here, and the common ground between the two devices. Okay. Now we'll see the one by one what are the significant bit previously defined. When terminal is ground, that is when the terminal is turned on, it sends out signal DTR to indicate that it is ready for communication. Okay, means if the device want to send a data, first it will send a signal in the form of a DTR. Means it indicates that the device is ready for communication. Okay, now the ready information will be conveyed from the DTR bit. DSR, data set ready. Okay, once if you check the device is ready, the next is that data bit is ready. That is DC is turned on and has gone through all the self test. Means once the device is ready, it will go with all the self-analyzing test, so that whether it can able to transmit or whether it can able to receive, those are all the test has been gone through, and it will be indicated with the data set ready. Means it is ready to transmit and receive the data. Okay, that is a third bit, RTS, request to send. When the DT device has a byte to transmit, let us take that if it has a data to transmit a data byte, first it will assert as a high, means it is ready to send a data. Means it is requesting that it has a data, it want to send a data. Okay, the next will be CTS, the clear to send. When the modem has room for storing the data, it is to receive. It sends out signal, that is a CTS to DTE to indicate that it can receive the data room. Means let us take that when the transmitter, that is a device, has sent the data to the modem, the modem has a sufficient memory space. If it is full, it will ask it to stop. If it is enough space is there, it will send to the CTS so that it is a clear, you can go ahead with the transmission like this. That is a DCD, data carrier detect, in which the modem assets signal DCD to inform the DT that a valid carrier has been detected and that contact between it and the other modem is established. It indicates the connection will be established between the device. There is a RI, ring indicator, an output from the modem and an input to the PC indicates that the telephone is ringing. There is a connection between the modem and the PC. Let us say that if you take with a call for your telephone, when you lift the phone, when you hear the ringing sound, means it is a ringing indication, so that the data is available. Okay, it is some kind of like a sound. You can get it from your telephone or from a mobile phone. It is an indication that the data is arrived or it is something is there to receive. It indicates like this. It goes on and off in synchronous when the ringing is on. Okay, let us take that a line driver. Okay, such as MAX 232 chip is required to convert RS-232 voltage levels to TTL levels. There is a chip will be required, okay, to convert between RS-232 and the TTL logic. We call it as a MAX 232. Okay, because vice versa, you can convert from TTL to RS-232. Okay, since 8051 has two pins that are used specifically for transferring and receiving data serially, that is, transmit will be indicated through the port 3. Which bit? Port 3.0. Again, for the receiver, for the microcontroller, specifically it is for the microcontroller, not for the PC. Okay, now receiver from which port? Port 3, 3.1. Okay, it is for the receiver. Means your microcontroller will read the data or transmit the data through port 3 from the bit 3.0 and 3.1. Okay, these pins are TTL compatible. Okay. Since you can see there is a connection establishment between your 8051 and a MAX 232. I hope you can see here. This is a connection. What you can see, it is connected with 3.1 transmit. Okay, and MAX 232. Okay, is an intermediate. It is a driver is required between your DB. Okay, I hope you can see here. This is your RS-232. There is a DB9. There is a 9 pin. This is your microcontroller. Now, if you can able to transmit, how it will transmit? Directly you can't connect. You have to do it with the MAX 232. Now, if the data is transmitting through the PC and received by the microcontroller, who will be coming here? MAX 232. Okay, that is which pin the data is available to the microcontroller from 3.0. Okay, I hope you can get it this one. Okay, that is 3.0 and 3.1. Okay, try to remember this one. Okay, because we should not change with these ports apart from these ports. Okay. Now, it is to allow data transfer between the PC and the system, what I have seen here, without any error option to be carried out. Okay, now as we discuss, the of 8051 system matches the baud rate of the PC COM port, because your 8051 is a slow device, because in fact your computer is a very fast device. It has to be get matched. Okay, we call it as a COM port through which the data, the PC will be communicating. Okay, usually for the hyper-terminal function supports the baud rate much higher than listed above. That is what I say. Your microcontroller has a slow device. It can able to transmit the baud rate up to this one, up to 19,200 bps. Okay, start from 110, 150, 300, okay, 600, 120, 240, 480, 9600. You can set any one so that your microcontroller can able to sustain. Okay, this is how your computer system, okay, it will communicate through the port, that is we call it as a COM port. I think you might be aware of this word COM port, because communicative port, which is a communicative port for your computer system, is a DB9, that is a RS-232. Okay, because all the way your data will be transmitted from the computer to the microcontroller in between MAX 232, and where the data will be received at the port 3, that is a 3.0, 3.1. And whenever you are performing operation, okay, you should not forget to set the baud rate. That is very much important. Okay, well, in detail of this one, how the baud rate will be set, we'll see in a further class. Thank you.